Alright guys, welcome. This is going to be a quick little guide here just for all you guys that are new to FiveM and connecting to the server. I'm just going to go through the basics here as if this was your first time. So you're going to log in. You should be at a screen somewhat like this. Should say home, server, all these things here. You're going to come up here to direct connect. You can select this and it's already popped up for me, but you're going to go ahead and enter the IP that I provided you guys on the top fan page. Put that in when you get the pop-up. I believe that's what you get, or you get this. I don't remember exactly how that part works, but it's pretty simple. It's direct connect. You're going to connect into the server. It takes a little bit, so be patient. Right here, it should have downloaded the mods and the content on the server, so you don't have to worry about that. There's not actually any client-side mods that are going to be supported on the server. Which is kind of an unfortunate thing, but I was speaking to tech support about it, and there's reasons for that. You're just gonna sit here, and this is the screen you should be at. If it doesn't look quite like this, if you don't have the loading bars at the top, or anything like that, if it's frozen, you just want to restart it, restart the app, try again. This is what you should be seeing. No, I don't want to quit. Okay, and then as you can see, it looks like I am in the world. Cars are driving around and everything. I don't have a character's body yet. It does take a minute or two for it to actually load in. So you just give it a minute. And I would imagine, depending on your PC, this could take, you know, longer or shorter. I have a pretty decent PC. Okay, there we go. So now my guy is loaded in. I am already at the area where you should be starting off here. When you load into the server, this should be the building that you're at, and this is going to be the main building that you want to start off at. You're going to come here, you're going to create a new identity. You see the phone pops up in the bottom right. You're going to hit enter. You type in your first name. Invalid value. Well, let me just go through this. You're going to type in your first name. I'm going to put Larry. Last name, Johnson. Hit tab again, then you can put in your age. Paid $100 for that. You would then come over here, you get your driver's license. I already have one. You just hit enter, purchase your driver's license. Over here is where you would purchase a business or open a business. It's going to cost a little bit of money to be able to do that. And then over here is where you're going to select your job. Now, not all the jobs are selected here, but you know, the main civilian jobs are all selected here. So you got your, and I'll say this, the legal jobs are also listed here. So bank driver, delivery, fisherman, you know, mechanic, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so you can pick these, and once you pick that job, if you hit the home button, you should see, that'll bring up the player list. You should see right there, it has my profession listed as drug dealer, my roleplay name is Larry Johnson, and that's the name that you're going to go by, and that is the person that you are when you are on the server. Okay, I'm no longer WhiteRhino09, I'm Larry Johnson, I live in this world, this is my real life. You know, I'm not just going to run around murdering people in broad daylight, because, you know, people don't do that in real life unless they're going to, you know, their plan is to go out in a blaze of glory and die, and then you're dead, and then you got to come up with a new persona and everything and follow through. So that's the whole point of RP. If you just go around shooting people, acting crazy, driving like a madman, that's what GTA Online is for. But if you want to play a little bit more serious, have a little bit more going on, that's what the roleplay experience is going to be all about. So after you pick out your job, then it's kind of up to you. You know, depending on what job you picked, you're going to go to the map. Click on the map, that'll open up the main part. You hit tab to bring up the points of interest over here. You can see there's houses that you're going to be able to purchase. And depending on what job you selected, that's where you're going to go. You know, you have a bounty hunter, that's the location where you're going to go to get your gear for that. If you're a cargo guy, you go to the cargo area. Cargo job actually is down at the airport. I think you can also go to the other airport. I haven't gotten into that cargo pilot. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities here. I have the drug dealer job, which is working out of this area right now. I was checking that out last night, which is pretty cool. You can see up here I have the mission in this top right corner. You know, tells you what you're currently working on for that particular job. If you ever want to go back and change your job, you just have to go to the job selector. Looks like there's 2 of them, actually. I didn't know this one was here. But right here is the one where you start off. And you just got to make sure that you're unemployed and then pick your job again. But yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities here, guys. So make sure you go through the points of interest and look at all these things and figure out everything that's going on with the map. And there will be multiple locations for a few of these things. So if you're a repair guy, this is going to be where you get your repair packs, I believe. I haven't done that yet, but I believe CJ was saying that's where the only place you can get your repair packs. And then you can see there's repair stations around the city. So I'm not sure if you can just actually go open up a business then as a repair guy. Haven't dove into any of the jobs. Just started the drug dealer job after checking out the police. If you want to be able to get into the police or the EMS, you're going to have to let me know, and I can put you into that group. Because as you can see, it wasn't a job that you could select at that location. So then the one last thing here, like I said, once you pick your job, I mean, it's kind of up to you how you're going to get to your destination. You can call for an Uber or a taxi. That could be a real player that will come and pick you up and take you to your destination. Or you could try to be, you know, a little ballsy, we'll say, and go out and steal a car. But just keep in mind that, you know, if there's police officers on duty, they're going to get a notification that there was a crime committed, the general area that it was committed, and then from there, you know, if you're driving down the street, it's going to keep telling them basically where you were last seen. You can, that was an interesting looking guy. You can, you know, evade the cops to the point where you're no longer wanted. But I believe that if they interact with you somewhere later down the road and they run your ID or something like that, it could come up that you know, had stolen a vehicle at one point in time. Now, if you do commit a crime in here, guys, you got to expect that it's going to be treated like it would be in real life. And you gotta cooperate with the police officers, and, you know, unless you're gonna just plan to run. But keep in mind, if they do, you know, tase you or things like that, you can't just be unrealistic, run around forever. You can't take your car and just go driving, you know, in an unrealistic manner as well. So just a few things to keep in mind when you're in the role-playing experience. It is a little bit different than just playing a normal video game. This is kind of like a simulation, you know, that we're trying to all play together and work together to make this happen. So that's going to be the end of this little part of the tutorial, guys. I'm going to put up other ones for different jobs and different things as people have questions. But I think this was this covers the main basics here. And also, one of the other things I actually completely forgot about, but very key, guys. The K button is going to be how you control the main menu in the game. It's going to pull up the phone on the bottom right-hand corner there, and then you can use your arrow keys to navigate through the different options, okay? So make sure you go through, and you can see right there's my identity. It says my name, Larry Johnson, 42. I don't have an address because I don't have a home yet, but there's my phone number. So just go through these things and make sure you check out the different options that you have, okay? So that should be it for now, guys. If you have any questions, always feel free to send me a private message through Facebook. All right, later. Have fun.